My name is Shaki Shah. I am nominating Krish Subrahmanian for state senate.
Period. We will be having a question and answer period at the end of speeches here, and I'm going to invite you to write questions. I'm going to hand out note cards here in a moment. The criteria for questions: all questions must be legible, general in nature, and addressed to all candidates, cover a single topic, not in nature of a personal attack, and possible to answer within a 1-minute period. So I'm going to take these note cards and I'm going to put them over here and give you an opportunity to write questions. Who am I handing the mic over to?
Thank you, Kyle. All right, good morning, fellow delegates. It is still morning. It is still morning. Woo! My name is Lloyd Pryor. I served as your state representative for 8 years, and I'm here today alongside elected officials, friends, and neighbors to enthusiastically support Dr. Krish Subrahmanian. I knew I was going to do that, for the state senate. I've gotten to know Krish the past several years, and what strikes me about his story isn't any single thing he's done, it's the thread that runs through it. He grew up in Minnesota public schools, and using financial aid, he became the class president at Harvard. And then, when most people with that diploma chase power or money, Krish went to South Africa to fight HIV, then to the Rosebud Reservation in South Dakota, teaching special education. After Stanford Medical School, he could have gone anywhere else. He chose to come home to Minnesota. He chose to practice pediatrics at our safety net hospital. He's the doctor families trust with their children. He coaches Little League. He serves in our Minnesota Air National Guard. And as one of our campaign volunteers put it, he's about as close as you get to a real-life dad from Bluey. Present, patient, and all in. Krish is already a respected presence at the Capitol, who has worked with lawmakers and the governor to pass real legislation for children and families. For those focused on November, Krish has done the work. He's built a multicultural, multi-generational organization, raised the money, and earned endorsements from many DFL caucuses, as well as the paramedic and EMT union. This is our DFL seat. Dr. Krish is the candidate to win it. My friends, please join me in supporting Dr. Krish Subrahmanian for Minnesota State Senate.
Hello, delegates. So, at a dinner table the other night, I asked my kids, if you had the chance to vote for me, would you? My son said yes. He said I would reduce pollution and gun violence. My eldest daughter said she loves me, but she needs to hear the speech first. And my youngest daughter looked me straight in the eye and said, will you give me candy? Now, years before, and at a dinner table miles and miles away, 2 other young people stood looking down at a map of the United States. And they placed their finger north of Chicago to a place that they had never been, Minnesota. And they looked at each other, this man and wife, and they said, could this place give our family a chance? My mom is there. And my dad's spirit is, I am sure, with us today. And they never could have imagined that in one generation, they would go from kerosene lamps and dirt floors to their son running for the Minnesota State Senate. My name is Dr. Krish Subrahmanian, and I am the beneficiary of the Minnesota dream. Please call me Krish. and I am here to humbly ask you for your support for the Minnesota State Senate. Delegates, I say thank you. You have a lot of choices in what you could be doing right now. You could be at home doom scrolling or taking pictures of your food, but you chose to be here. And what I've learned through this process is that it isn't a resume or a title that qualifies someone to go to the Senate. It's 10,000 conversations with people to learn the pulse of a community. Thank you for engaging in that conversation with me. Thank you for teaching me and opening up your homes. And to my fellow candidates, I say thank you. This is hard. This is hard work, and it's courageous. And you will always have my respect and admiration. My folks arrived here with little more than hope. But what they found changed everything. They found neighbors and colleagues who valued them for their hard work. They found teachers and coaches who believed that their skinny kid with a funny name could go on to do good things for this community. And being of service to this community, helping to build it, has been the great joy of my life. And if you open up the Star Tribune right now, you're going to see that institutions and communities are under attack. Those are the institutions and communities where I have spent my career and my life. HCMC, WIC, SNAP, the safety net. As a pediatrician at HCMC, as a special education teacher, I've seen the ways that the safety net saves lives. Medicaid is under attack. 1/5 of our neighbors are on Medicaid, and it is 1/5 of the state budget. As the chief medical officer at our county's Medicaid program, I have seen the ways that union workers, government workers, ensure that our most vulnerable neighbors have access to health care, all the while rooting out fraud, waste, and abuse. And that's why I'm not afraid to have that conversation with anyone. Now, the Constitution is under attack. The rights of our neighbors, the rights of our LGBTQ community, the rights of women. Let's be clear. A violation of the Constitution for anyone is a violation for all of us. Our identity as a country of immigrants is in question. Birthright citizenship is in question. And I can't believe I have to say this, but we are a country at war. At a cost of $1 billion a day, at a cost of countless lives. As someone who's just returned from deployment in the Middle East, I say with clarity, conviction, and credibility, these endless wars must end. My career, my life, my presence on this stage is a direct rebuke to that darker path. But if you give me your faith, if you give me your vote, together we will build a brighter path. Together. Because that's what we do in Minnesota. We don't wait for opportunity to trickle down. No, we build the conditions upon which it arises. Great schools, great health care, a clean environment. And this is the work that I've been privileged to do. In the safety net or at the state capitol. From the Affordable Care Act to early childhood legislation. And this is the work I will do at the state senate. I will lead. The state needs a Medicaid expert in the legislature. I'm one of the few folks who fits that bill. We will learn. We will bring in the experts to learn collectively about topics from K-12 to AI and its effect on the environment, on energy and labor. And I will listen. I will create dashboards of transparency so that you can hold me to account. And I will engage in 10,000 more conversations so that I understand your priorities. This campaign of ours began with a conversation. My son, he said to me, "Daddy, what do we do if the ice comes to our door?" And I said to him, if someone comes and talks to you, you tell them that you are in the 2nd grade and that you are a Minnesotan. I want my kids to identify as Minnesotan, to be proud of being a Minnesotan. Not because of the Timberwolves or the Vikings, but because of the people. They are the people that broke bread with us. They are the teachers that stay long after the school bell rings. They are the nurses that when they got that page on their day off, they went in to the hospital. They are the people who will stand outside in the freezing cold so that neighbors that they have never met will know that they are safe, respected, and loved. And they are the servant heroes who would give up their freedom and their lives that a country and a government by the people and for the people shall not perish from this earth. And they are the kind of people who would spend a Saturday here making government work. Somewhere there's a family looking down at a map, wondering whether this place can be a place that welcomes them. If we do the work, everyone, if you join me, if we make phone calls, if we knock on every door in this district twice, if we build coalition, if we win up and down the ballot, then we will ensure that that place stays on the map, that place of hope, that place of opportunity. Thank you, SD49. I'm so grateful to you. Have a great day. Thanks for being here.
Space.